To politics now, and Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has warned that the UDA-ODM cooperation pact poses a risk of chaotic presidential elections if the opposition is excluded from the ongoing IEBC official selection process. Kalonzo cited the MOU between President William Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga as a plan to pre-rig the elections in their favor. Kalonzo also pointed out that while Raila insists he remains in the opposition, he is effectively working with the government. NTV's Laban Shaban reports.
My name is Evans Misati.
As interviews for candidates for commissioners for the IEBC entered its second day,
I got responsibilities.
Wiper Democratic leader Kalonzo Musyoka made a public letter in which he calls out President William Ruto and Raila Odinga over what he terms as partisanship in the appointment of election officials. In a letter dated 21st March 2025, addressed to Odinga and copied to the President, Kalonzo wrote, "Should the UDA-ODM alliance proceed with the appointment of the IEBC chairperson and commissioners without meaningful participation of the opposition, such an act will be deemed as an attempt to establish a partisan electoral body and pre-rig the next elections. Such an approach will also revive the dangerous precedent that contributed to the disputed elections and the post-election violence of 2007-2008. This kind of politics risks plunging the nation into turmoil, jeopardizing the well-being of the people of Kenya and testing our national unity and statehood." He urged President Ruto's UDA and Mr. Odinga's ODM to involve the opposition in nominating and appointment of the chairperson and commissioners to ensure trust in the electoral agency. The letter released on 28th March also reads, "I therefore demand that the UDA-ODM alliance engage in meaningful consultation and concurrence with the opposition to enhance public confidence in the IEBC. I firmly believe that UDA and ODM, now aligned on one side, should engage in discussions with those of us in the opposition to ensure a balanced and inclusive process." The Wiper leader observed that the political landscape has shifted, with UDA and ODM now forming a government and entering into formal relations. Kalonzo, a co-chair of the National Dialogue Committee that initiated the IEBC Bill of 2024, which paved the way for the reconstitution of the IEBC, emphasized that the appointment of the Makanda-led IEBC selection panel followed the adoption of the NADCO report's recommendations. With Raila working alongside Ruto, the former vice president believes the selection panel lacks balance, undermining public confidence in the process. The panel includes Adam Olo and Linda Kiomagaki, who represent the Parliamentary Service Commission, Nelson Makanda and Fatuma Saman representing the Interreligious Council, Koki Muli represents the Minority Party, Evans Misati representing the non-parliamentary parties, Nicodemus Borekipchirchir represents the Majority Party. It also includes Andrew Tanui Kipkoech, who is the voice of the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, and Caroline Kituku, representing the Law Society of Kenya. On day 2 of the IEBC commissioner's interview, 6 candidates appeared up before the selection panel. Among those interviewed were Ahmed Sheikh Takoi, Alamitu Guyo Jatani, Albert Nguma, Alfred Indimuli Kahi, Ali Nuru Hussein, and Anne Jerin Derito. The interviews continue on Saturday, where 6 more candidates will be interviewed. Makanda and team will rest on Sunday and Monday before resuming the selection of commissioners on Tuesday. Laban Shaban, NTV.